Welcome to Dan ARG YouTube. The governor of Rivers State don decamp from PDP to APC today. Now this one, they make Apostle Alfred Uyinosa, the man wey dey talk am as e be, and Victor, they ask, now which politicians for Nigeria there we go fit trust? Make I leave you now with Apostle Alfred Uyinosa, and Victor, make you hear the message wey they bring come today. Enjoy the video.
My brothers and sisters, on a good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on the location for the connect with us this evening. We thank Baba God for the wonderful things we in that they do for our life. Because not only one they put road for where road no day, and not only one they talk word when they reach. Talk must be in the brokers of truth. Truth be like bitter leaf of lagin. When it be say belle they purge you don't to drink coke, you don't to eat mede, you don't shop things we're not supposed to shop. Belle will turn you. As belle turn you, you go take bitter leaf of flagin. Now so truth be. Truth be like bitter leaf. It will bitter past flagin. It will bitter past bitter leaf. That's what they call and talk as it be. Then the German will say it the way it is. And the German stand on the path of truth. Then the meaning will say, get tie we know in here. Or I will say, and God will bless all of you now. My name is Apostle Alfred Uyinosa.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Depending on where I take the connect with us again. Today's edition. My name is Victor Olisa.
Lay prophet, Dr. Apostle Bishop, Evangelist Sonny Okosun. He sang this song years ago. Say freedom is now or never. Today, we are still battling for that freedom. Freedom of speech, freedom to live, freedom to eat, freedom to good healthcare facility, freedom to light, freedom to experience good railway system. All these things now freedom. When it be say if you talk, they will call it hate speech. We never get freedom to good information for Nigeria. No freedom. And that's why every region, every corner, every angle, everybody they cry for freedom. We teach that we don't see the worst of Nigeria. We teach that we don't see the worst of our politicians. And I'm not saying that now we want to begin to see the evil side of the Nigerian politician. Now, which politician will fit trust for Nigeria again? Which politician we go fit trust for Nigeria again? Benayade, the governor of Cross River State, one of the governors when I respect, one of the governors when I think say get sense, when they call himself professor or doctor, one of the governors when I feel say, he still get human sympathy. One of the governors when they talk for COVID-19, he said he abolished tax for his state. Now he set up some committee to ensure say they implement that law. Benayade was the man outspoken where he said, me myself, I can say, wow, I love this man. This man really get the interest of the people for heart. We don't know our people here. Only for Benayade to wake up yesterday, this morning, because they know they cook the matter, not be today. Now I say, excuse me. Now he know say President Bubu na better person. Now he say President Bubu they fight corruption. He no say APC they are good party. He just they waste the time since for PDP. But make I turn out the truth. Now the rope when he tie Akpabio, now he tie Benayade. He get where they don't pin and down. Say Benayade, if you not decamp, see what you will tell Nigeria say so you they do. Now Benayade just say cockroach, they cupboard. And the chance say he no go fit hide this thing. The only way go fit hide this thing is to run enter APC. Knowing fully well that APC does not mean well. Knowing fully well that APC has been the machinery killing the people. Knowing fully well say APC, they not represent the interests of Nigerians, but rather the interests of their stomach and their family. As Chief said, we don't see them finish. Now the stupid Attorney General for Nigeria. He said, why did the certain governor go talk, say they ban open grazing? So which means it still be like say the northern governor will still wake up, say they want ban spare parts for naught. You see how coward, how stupid, how drunk our leader is? The people that call themselves leaders. No politician you can trust again in Nigeria. But this does not to pay me. You see human being, they compare motor spare parts to human being or to cow. Which economic value cow gets and how much cow they bring into the Nigeria treasury. Cow business, they kill people, they destroy farm. People with the spare papers, they destroy farm, not fully watching at the Igbos, now they do into papers. So which means the Attorney General, they tell us now they get plan to attack the Igbos selling papers in the north. Because the Bible says, out of the abundance of the heart, the man speaketh. So now waiting they don't conceive, waiting they don't cook, now make the Attorney General, the stupid and coward Attorney General, call a third-year word. Say if as now ban cow open grazing, so now so they go still ban spare parts. Which relationship does spare parts have with cow? Now here I go rest my matter because a lot of things full my head this evening. Now God will punish all the evil politicians for this country.
All right, very quickly, I would like to check out some more for waiting. Get one word, one thing me and Apostle discussed earlier today. Apostle, remember say when we dey drive, we can't talk about how some people get small leg in terms of investigative journalism.
Yes.
You know, say we get the way we dey talk am.
Yes.
I want to read one tweet now. This person posted this tweet on the 29th of January 2020. He said, Buhari will soon fire Nigerian service chiefs anytime soon. It don't happen, it never happen.
It don't happen.
He say, max before June. He can't go away because say 2 PDP governors on their way to APC. He can't call their name Eboyin and Cross River.
And it don't happen.
Before the end
of 2021.
2021. You see what he write? He say, please
don't ask me
don't ask
source.
me the source. He posts this news January 29, 2020. Why I make reference to this tweet? Now for Nigerians to come up to realize, say these politicians, they play dice. When I mean dice, they play chess.
They play Ludo.
Ludo, Ayo. Then they play. They all know what they are doing. Like waiting Apostle just talk. Benayade, when we say to an extent, we they try give credit to, especially for that move when he made during the COVID-19. We can't look there. And we see get person when he has to correct more like this too for government. Overnight, the Cross River State governor just open his eye. Say na APC when he dey very glaring. Say na sinking ship. Na him wan go join. This na to make us understand. Say he get one rope. When tie Akpabio. When tie am two for leg. If you now remember Akpabio case. Then Adams Aliyu Shomole come out. He make the statement clearly. Say who join their party, their sins are forgiven. He used that word to insult Nigerians. As a matter of fact, say anybody when get comma for your case and federal government want chook head for your matter, anything will make you join them, that means that case don't go. Now, if we say make we reason and we tie them together, why the Cross River State governor? Why you busy at this point in time? Now defection to defect from PDP to APC. Now it be the matter when consign and when they burn up for head. He won't contest for election.
Maybe.
he won't contest for election. Now let's get this very clearly. What will be our topic for today? Now, which politicians for Nigeria
We go fit
we
trust.
should trust? The main point for our message this evening now trust. The main message when we dey send this evening now trust. Now, what is trust? Trust. No man, no organization, no institution deserve trust. Trust is end. No wife, no husband, no children deserve trust. Even as a family, the husband ends the trust of the wife. The wife ends the trust of the husband. The children ends the trust of their father, The father ends the trust of their children. So not be because of saying, I mean, born these children, I must trust them. It's a lie. That child, in one way or the other, must do one or two things. When you go say, this my pikin, I have a big chest. Say, this my pikin, no go fit do am. Do you know why? Because in one way or the other, you don't test am. Don't test that pikin. You don't say, no, this pikin, see where he dey. Even though I no dey where he dey, I will feel beat chest as a father. I will feel beat chest as a mother. Say this my pikin. Now wetin he go fit do this, and now wetin no go fit do be this. Let's now take it down to politics. One of the major reasons why we have failed to get it along together with our politicians, it is because they have failed to earn our trust. As such, we no fit entrust 5 naira to our political leaders. If they come out, tell us, say, see what they want to do.
Zero.
We don't even turn our faces to so see what they want to do. It is not our fault that we don't trust you, politician. You think you deserve trust?
You work for it.
Of all those benefits across your office, you still want us to kneel down to beg you. You still want us to beg to earn your trust. You, as a political office holder, would have to earn our trust. How? Una see that councillor, when did they celebrate all through social media last week or last 2 weeks? When they said she said the money when they give her to take buy her own official car. Now she take construct those 2 bridges. As a matter of fact, are you telling me that the people in our ward, are you telling me that the people in our constituency will not further entrust leadership position on her? Instead of her forcing herself on the people in terms of fighting, in terms of seeing how she go feel, take mobilize hoodlums to take hijack ballot boxes. What are you telling me? Trust is the major reason why we have failed to get along within the politician and then the people. And it's not the fault of the people that we don't trust you who are in M of affair. It is your duty to earn our trust. Trust. The major problem. So the politicians know say we don't trust them as well. They say, no to don't do any now. So it don't be like Pikin when no say Baba no trust them. If you never catch thief go see the eye the thief. But anything will make you catch thief, you know how they catch that thief. They don't know that I be thief now. Makuku the thief and they go because they don't know that the thief. Now it be the case of the Nigerian politicians. Because they know we don't trust them. And so they say, and they don't trust us now. Now tell me, where did the Federal Ministry of Agriculture, they carry 30 million naira to go to build mosques? How that was they concern the ministry?
So that means that they premiere in 4. So that we will get bomber harvest now.
How does that concern the ministry? How? So at times you will sit down and then you'll be thinking, how on earth, where did they pass through the brains of these people?
They don't get brain.
How are these people so wicked to this extent?
My brother Victor, our politicians, they don't have brain. Now me they talk am, they don't get brain. Now how we go fit to trust them now? How? Every day you wake up, one news, bad news. Even as of today now, they say they want deregulate fuel. Say more prepared to buy fuel for 318 naira. Yet Nigeria go clap hand. Nigeria go clap hand, but anyway, if I feel buy 3 liter, I'm okay. Shame. That's the reason why we go to talk about they be. By now, I believe everybody will pack our motor, we enter street. We'll shut down all their businesses. We shut down everywhere. Because they are all evil. The truth be said, we don't fear enough for anything. If you analyze all this shit, you say all of them will be the same. A whole Benayade, what be say with they brag. Benayade, you form my hand. It shows that you are not a sufficient man. Trust, you don't buy trust in market. You work for it. The Nigerians don't go fit trust una. In as much we they try to see how to amend una, we don't set una head no correct. Una head no correct. And any attempt for the government to increase fuel will shoulder this nation for our head. Any attempt, you say we buy fuel for 380 naira. We will shoulder this, we will crumble this nation for our head. No wonder agitation everywhere. Why would there not be agitation everywhere? When there is gross injustice against some certain region, then they pamper some certain region against other region. All the politicians, you guys don't think self-centered and wicked. Like my brother Victor, I didn't vet this evening, I go punish all of them. I didn't vet this evening. As my brother Victor talking, waiting concern Ministry of Agriculture with building mosque. Okay, so that mean I begin to pray, make God make rain fall for harvest. Is that the duty of the Ministry of Agriculture? That 30 million naira, you don't know how many farms you will open. We don't have food bank. Nothing. That is to say, all the people under the leadership of Grandpa Bubu, all the presidency, all of you are a bunch of cowards. Coward. We know the fear now. The Bible says the appointed unto a man want to die, and after that is judgment. For us now, we know we'll die. We will tell now the truth. Enough is enough of this tribal sentiment. That's why they call on everybody from each region. Time done for us to support the genuine group fighting for freedom of our people. Whether it is Biafra, whether it is Ododua, time don't reach. We will not stand on the fence. We are going to collaborate to chase away all these evil, angelic, and demonic politicians. They never think, all right, let us see how we can go to villages to open up farm. You are building mosque or church. All right, now they build the church for me because I don't get church. I don't the street. I tell me to see and I mean they build them for. Make you build the church for me, eh? I want to come up from the street now. Make God punish all of you now. Make I tell you now. Tell friend truth in this friend. What is not good is bad. What is not good is bad. Community where good people for keep quiet. And brother go continually to be a general overseer. All of our children there abroad. They enjoy the basic community put in place by other world leaders. When I do one small thing, when I do better thing, we don't know that all of them are get hidden agenda. But time has come. Any attempt for them to increase fuel will shut that, will crumble this nation on our head. We know they make noise. Social media and our National Assembly, where we be say we'll bring our matter come, we go decide that. And any Nigerians, where they want use, when you fake account, take course off, now God go punish of generation.
We won't take time this evening, see how we take advise ourselves in terms of knowing what we need to know so that we feel prepared for waiting day ahead of us. Now, there's a reality before us. Now the reality be say, is it possible that we will survive till 2023 as a nation? Is it possible, say, we will survive to be together till 2023?
No, not possible.
The heat, on a daily basis, the heat, they tell us how this question, for us to survive together as a nation till 2023, is questionable. Secondly, if this no go dey possible, say we no go fit stay together till 2023 as a nation, where the south region dey? Where the south region dey? We need to, Apostle talk something now. Apostle say we need to join freedom fighters per regions when they fight for freedom. The Biafran, the Oduduwa, we need to support them. In the process of supporting them, where we dey?
And
It's a big question.
my brother, God bless you. Now that word now you talk, where we dey. But for now, before we think where we dey, make we first see how we go fit take quick join who we need to join first to salvage the country. By the time we fit get our freedom, then we fit come sit down and say, see what we want.
Apostle, no, we must know ourselves now.
Since we never know ourselves, make we quickly join people who don't know themselves first.
If we join them without having our own
plan,
they will carry us like boy.
and it's not supposed to be.
They're supposed to be. So,
Yeah, what dog guys?
we must, Apostle, try and understand what I talk. We must, so they go know, say, this is a formidable region.
Me, I go lead one region. You ready?
I dey ready.
Oh yeah, for South, we for Tokam and CB, we ready to lead one region.
Apostle, we need to identify this thing. Why? Because of say, we no fit they follow. Like, no.
And we not get our own plan.
If you note very well now, the Biafran and the Oduduwa, they build synergy. You understand?
Yes.
The Biafra don't follow Oduduwa, or Oduduwa don't follow Biafra. They support each other.
And we not support anybody.
They are supporting each other. You understand? Why are they put this question forth before us this evening? Now, because we know when they come out, they complain
all the time.
We should prefer solution. We should prefer solution. If you note where we're now, the Edo State vigilante. I say this without fear or favor and with all honesty, that the Edo State vigilante has been distinguished as far as security network is concerned.
We give the three boza.
Why are they talk this? And they talk this because they use public transport. And I don't hear when people they talk. I get some friends when also they other parties. I don't hear them talk. Say, these people, they don't say that. And then they allow us work now. If not be them. Now, why am I making this claim? I am making this claim because there is insecurity problem in the country. And on that note, an institution was put together to ensure, say that issue, they tackled. And to be honest, their effect, will they feel them? Say, yes, these people, they work. At this point in time, we know we conduct what we tell Benue State Governor the other day for our broadcast. See, Oga, stop them.
They not try again.
They shout for Buhari.
One different people.
Make Buhari come on. Benue State Governor, you make Buhari come guide your Benue people. Now Buhari they guide you.
Do you know since when we say make it enter house, it set up vigilante?
Of course.
You see the year killing.
Now that's after that day. Now Buhari they guide you. You by yourself, you ensure say you get formidable security men. And if you can guide yourself, You're not expecting Buhari to come and create institutions to come and guide your people. This is to say we must begin to wake up to realize, say we are responsible for ourselves. After all, the president don't talk up the other day. Say everybody should be ready to defend himself or herself. Everybody should be ready to defend himself or herself. Now, because the politicians are not trusted in this country.
They are not.
And they are not ready to bow. For we to trust them, where do we go from here? Why do we still have the likes of Omo Agege in House of Rep? Omo Agege.
Doing what?
Omo Agege, when I watch my Koro eye.
Not be out of Senate.
Senate. Omo Agege, when I watch my Koro eye, when mobilized boys to go carry maize, symbol of authority for plenary section, and that same man is an honorable member.
Chiefs.
That same man.
Chiefs in the National Assembly.
No. It's a Pantami. When we don't see series of videos when they pledge allegiance, support for terrorists all over the world. That same man still in the cabinet as Minister for Communication and Digital Economy.
May I shock you, Victor? May I shock you? Issa Patami has made a talk so if they support the fight when they go on for between Israel and Palestine, as I talk to you now. If they support Palestine, you know why? Because they are all terrorist group. Because this one as the man be, we they talk him now. You say my brother Victor, they bring the statement come out. Now may I bring you back to that statement. South, now where we dey? This one a big question. South, now where we dey? Yes, Eastern IPOP, Biafra, they agitate for their freedom. Oduduwa, they agitate for their freedom. Where we dey? You know why I don't feel work, my brother? Because of the lack of Benayade, chameleon. Ebonyi State Governor, whatever they call themselves. All these people, they all have, which means they value cow more than you. You mean say we don't even get what politicians in Nigeria will say, this is what the Nigerian people deserve. Let us give it to them. And I will give it to them or I resign. You mean Nigerian politicians cannot be honorable for once? I beg, may they remove that honorable from Monanemo. From today, Mona begin a hashtag dishonorable minister. Dishonorable, no police should say honorable. They are not honorable. No. They are not honorable. They are dishonorable. So, hashtag dishonorable members, House of Assembly, national, they are dishonorable. You mean just because of money? Edo where Agbona Anadova Ife, Agbona have a say. We simply mean that this edge will forcome me to money, and at this edge we will still live on. No two ways. Why we say our Nigerian politicians they fear to stand for the truth for once? If black say get what Benaya they do, my brother they go open the case file. They don't open a case file.
Yes, no.
Or they don't tell them and say, we want to make you the vice president of Nigeria. For this thing to happen, come to the APC. You know, say one of the guys, SKD, don't fit talk and say, if you commit sin, you enter APC, your sins are forgiven.
Yeah.
The truth be this. For how long we go keep quiet? We don't talk, but solution, the way forward. The way forward is end Nigeria now. Victor, do you hear me so? End Nigeria now. So which means, during those end-SARS protests, when Benayade they cry, now crocodile tears.
Crocodile.
Our people. So which means not them. I go feel better. So all the end-SARS protests, all the hoodlums, where attack us, they were all sponsored by governors from each of the states. They were sponsored by politicians. Because when I see the rate where we they go, I join. We at the talk I don't fear anybody. Now they say, let us attack these people. I beg. May I bring out that video of that protest? I get them. But the truth be this, now which Nigeria politician will go fit trust now?
It dey painful. It dey painful say we dey continue like this. It dey painful say generations dey come, they dey learn. For example, the SSA to the governor of Ogun State, when they catch, which day for year, when go defraud the American government of COVID-19 money. Check the boy age where I think he's about 34 or 42. We are 42. I think they're about. Young guy. That means say generations they learn. Generations they learn. And the younger generation, they learn faster. So what is the hope that we would have a sane political institution?
I mean, no hope.
What's the hope?
Now let me you enter. We try to change all this narrative.
What's it that we have a sane where people or leaders who are people-centric, leaders who are people-focused, leaders who are people-oriented, leaders who understand people's management, leaders who have feelings.
Our leaders don't get feelings.
Leaders that have hearts.
Oh, we get caller this evening. Yes, good evening, sir.
Yeah,
Good evening, sir.
yeah, good evening.
Namaste.
Thank you very much for your work. Thank you for speaking out. Thank you for your invitation. Thank you for exercising the people.
Thank you, sir.
Victor, I thank you. Good evening.
Thank you, Daddy.
So I just enter halfway, but at least the topic is already saying some one or two messages, making me know that who are we going to trust, which politician are we going to trust. See, one thing about this issue on grant, I've never been a politician, even when I was at home. But when I saw someone talking, talking of a money issue for the first time, I listened to that guy for the first time and discovered that this guy no more than enough to put Nigeria forward.
Yo, okay, don't finish. Oh, I bet you'll come back, oh, sir. Okay, don't finish. I bet you'll come back.
All right. So as at the top they go, leaders when get feelings, leaders when understand. Say, for me to travel go UK for health routine, for me to travel go UK for health checkup, that money when I want to travel, I go use them to build health facilities for my people to benefit from. The other day for here, and they try to show us or expose to us how wicked the Nigerian politicians can be. Few days ago for here, one young girl cry out from Delta State. She cry out. Say na so Nedumoko take arrest her papa, and the girl cry out. And when I go through the case, I go study about the case, I realize, say, it get political undertone.
Hello.
Yeah, hello, Apostle.
Yeah, sorry, sir.
Sorry for the breaking transmission.
No problem, sir.
As I was saying, when I begin to listen to Omar, I said, do we still have somebody where till they talk like this? And I discovered, I said, this guy know where till they talk. One thing about you is that when you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. And when you are talking out of conviction, it's because of what you know. Jesus said, I know who I am. On my election, will know who he is. And he know who he was. So it reminds them and it brings them back to the day one from the track. Prove me wrong if I've never converted. Prove me wrong if you have any discussion when you accuse me of bringing Buhari to power. None of them, during all his campaign, none of them could bring it out. This guy came out with an initiative that the only solution is to take Nigeria back. Take it back is an inspiration of taking what belongs to you. There, people, they couldn't buy into it at that point in time. Although election will have a broadcast by 12 p.m., I'll be going to work 1 a.m. I will wait and finish with him because I know this guy was making sense. I suffered all through with him. But it pains me so much that person like you was not in existence. But all the youth said him. So now they accuse him of one thing. Which experience does he have? Because he has never been one of the political errand boy or he has been. Listen, my brother, it's revolution now. Everything Omoyele says, whether they like it or not, is what they are facing. That if they allow Buhari to come back, Nigeria will not be in existence. Being existence is that defunding from all activities. Being in no existence is like what we are facing now. Being no existence is like everybody wants to go in his own way. That is what Omoyele was meaning, that Nigeria will not be existent. People talk that he wants to wipe out the name Nigeria. But now, after the election, with his experience, with what we witnessed, he told everyone, revolution now. What is revolution? Revolution is turn back and told them that this thing, we don't need it. Buhari must go. I witnessed Babangida must go. My brother, everybody was speaking in one voice. Babangida must go. He couldn't last 7 days. Babangida dropped down. So if we do the same, Buhari must go. Buhari must go. That is the solution. The only person that I know we can still trust is no one but Omoyele Sowore, a man that has a record that no man could say, I'm holding him for one thing. A man that is not afraid. A man that has a mind to deal with crime, that hates injustice, that hates oppression. My brother, no other politicians you can trust because no, not one. Omoyele Sowore is not a politician, he's an activist. My brother, let everyone of Nigerians, everyone out there, home and abroad, listen to this broadcast. Listen, the solution is revolution now by what? Uplifting Omoyele Sowore and let's explore what he has because he has already explored what each and every Nigerian has. He has already explored what we have. He has already made his friends in wide and near. He knows Nigeria is too small to break up. He knows that Nigeria is too small to compare to other landscape countries all over the world, which he knew that the only thing today that is breaking us is injustice. Is injustice. So he knows that if there is justice, people will not say they want to go. Listen, I'm not even listening to Oduduwa agitation. Doesn't make sense to me because they are one of the number one problem we are having. The universe are the number one problem that we are having. Thank God for Omoyele Sowore, he doesn't have that blood. His experience, his words, his talk, he doesn't have that blood. Universe are traitors. So why they are crying for Oduduwa? My brother, I'm just laughing at them. See, thank God the word of God is supreme. He says, can we work together except to agree? And they say 3 chords is not easily broken. If we don't come to 3 chords, Nigeria will not separate. So in other words, let a rightful person enter by supporting Omoyele Sowore so that at the end of the day, we join him in this revolution now and begin to start to now to start to agitate Buhari must go. Thank you very much. This is my solution. No other politician but Omoyele Sowore. No other politician is an activist. God bless you. God bless you.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. We really appreciate your powerful and wonderful contribution, freedom of speech, and you cannot take that away from anybody. Yes, you talk one thing when I want to pick from. As of today, we do not need the Nigerian politician. All we need technocrats, we need businessmen, we need genuine pastors, we need genuine people who are sincere. You must not be a politician. Make we end this Nigeria, then all the businessmen will come together to say, now, let us do business. And let us see how we can make the country better. But for now, we not go accuse any region. Whether Ododua, whether Biafra, we are not fighting anybody. But the truth is this. If we must succeed in our fight, we will see how we will support each other. We know the strength of this person. We know the weakness of this person. And you know my strength. I know Victor's strength. Victor know my weakness. I know Victor's weakness. Then we see how we go fit complement each other so that we fit achieve our goal. So that we go fit achieve our goal. Now, we don't want to talk. Now, we want to enter the solution stage. In this solution stage, just as that caller talk, end Nigeria now, Buhari must go. But where are our people? Where are the people? Not be 12 our boys, shout Buhari must go for Kogi where they put for prison.
Nobody know where they did.
Nobody know where they did.
Past close to about 6
Whether they still their life, nobody knows. But the Bible says affliction shall not rise up for the second time. That's true. Affliction will rise up for the second time, not until you know the source of the first problem. Hello? Yes. Affliction will keep rising for the second time. Not until you know what happened in the first stage. Once you know what happened in the first stage, you amend it, then you know go rise up for the second time. Affliction will continue to rise up for the second time in Nigeria. Not until we know what led to the first affliction. Yes. If we don't know if we don't go find the solution, waiting led to the first affliction, amalgamation, not from start. That's the first affliction. And it's rising up for the second time. For us to solve all these problems, we go back to drawing board. I tell Victor, who the driver of a bicycle, I say, Victor, I just a talking today. I said, if they really implement that CAB report, Nigeria for not the way we did now. That was the truth. They're not going to implement that CAB report.
CAB or confirm.
Confirm. They're not going to implement them. As far as they don't implement them, we'll continue to experience problem. Because by then, all the region come together. Say C, B. And that was the solution to the problem. But because some certain region, they're full of this. Because they say if we implement these reports, we will join the losing side. Now they say no. We don't let them stand. But meanwhile, they did that meeting. Now, the coward president, and they call the coward. The people can't do me anything. The Senate president. You hear that coward talk. Say now, since Nigeria is talking about constitutional review, let us go back and review the constitution. Constitution will not exist before. Has Buhari ever followed the constitution? All the children that happen in this country will not ever follow the constitution. The constitution has come. Do you know what it is, my brother? Now, another distraction mechanism.
Okay. As I try to reflect on the caller's submission, and then as you talk, I also reflect. I want to enter my mind. Politics is deep.
Very deep. Talk again.
Politics.
It's deep.
If you don't know, you don't know. Not just in Nigeria, politics all over the world. Make I reflect small. For Donald Trump's first election, over 300,000 fake Facebook accounts was created. Or Donald Trump first tenure.
To sell up propaganda.
Over 300,000 Facebook accounts was created for the interest of that election. And that's that reason they can't make Facebook come before their policy, security policy. Because after the election, Senate call out. So boy, come here. They use this your platform to do magamogo. And they try to go somewhere about how politics take deep. The politicians that we get for Nigeria, those guys are intelligent.
Intelligent but stupid.
Apostle, they decide to be stupid. But they try and face the reality. So that if we say we want to knock them, we know that we want to knock them. Not so we'll say one, if you remember waiting, that broadcaster for Arise TV talk, when they drive come this evening.
Yes.
Where did he talk? He say, for 2019, say one person talk, say, election no go over for Nigeria. Say, but what happen?
Say who?
Election. The same way, some people they say election no go for 2023. You think so? And the people will understand politics so that we will know what is at stake. Make I carry us enter Africa back again. What did happen for Uganda a few months ago? We all saw the agitations of the Uganda people. How about 80% of the Uganda people pledged their support for Bobby Wine? And by default, the population of Uganda, 75-20% of their population are youth.
And the old men gather together.
And out of this population, you could see the heat. You could feel the reality of the result of the election even before they go to pool. But sir,
the old man.
Waiting with the outcome of that election.
The old man.
Even on the day of the election, when sudden policies start to fly, and they shut down social media to ensure, say, okay, fine, they don't have means to verify information. Waiting other African countries do. Waiting African Union do. Instead, in short, the president is tell EU, say make EU not come a country, come observe an election. And guess what? The EU came out and said, and say, the president say they don't want them, so they will stay back. So you can see. And they try to drag us, but we understand politics. This point where they drive they go, now to use them, take point fingers to some of our Nigerian politicians when they say they be foreigners. I asked Moganu, one of the presidential candidates for Twitter, and I am happy say he replied me, one of the presidential candidates for 2019 election. I asked her, I said, sir, you have been going from conference to conference outside the country to go and speak. And I see your tweet on Twitter. Say, Nigeria, this, Nigeria. What is the practical steps that have been taken to ensure, say, this country will come out for the hands of these wicked leaders? And he said, we are working on it. You are working on it when 2021 don't enter middle, and then we have 2022 and 2023. Let's be factual to ourselves. The politics is a game of number. And in politics, if you are not known, they forget about it. Guess what? On that day of election, people will only remember umbrella or broom. Why? Because those parties are the most populated parties in this country as we speak. Number two, what is the reality when we shout revolution now? Revolution. What is the reality of the revolution now? How far have we gone to ensure that in each state we have people who are tired? Go to Uganda and go and see tired Ugandans As we speak, hundreds of Uganda youths are in the prison as we speak, as we talk. As we speak, hundreds of Uganda youths have been amputated. As we speak, hundreds of Uganda youths to command their eyes. In that process, in short, the wife of the presidential candidate opposition, Bobby Wine, was stripped to only her pants for her body by security agencies. She was molested. The AU not come out to say we condemn this act. This is the wife of an opposition candidate, the wife of a presidential candidate. They push her for gun. Police, they see her, security may push her. The clothes that she wear come out, remain only her pants for her body. Una know my pain when I watch that video. My pain not be say she fall for ground with only her pants. Oh. My pain be say her son was standing there, a very young boy, and the boy was shouting, "Leave my mother alone! Leave my mother alone! We won this election." Small boy. So I asked, what kind of mentality would that child grow with? We are talking about people that understand the vision, and they bring in reality. I'm a young man, and I understand what it means to have a smart goal, not just a goal, but a smart goal. When I say a smart goal, I mean SMART. That your goal, number one, that your goal must be specific, number one. Number two, that the goal must be measurable. Number three, that the goal must be achievable. Number four, that the goal must be realistic. Number five, that the goal must have a time frame. I don't just set goals, but I set smart goals. So if the goal is not specific, then that means that goal is a boo-boo yeye. If the goal is not measurable, that goal is a boo-boo yeye. If the goal is not achievable, that goal is a boo-boo yeye. If the goal is not realistic, that goal is a boo-boo yeye. If the goal does not have a time frame, smart goals. Smart goals. What do we want? We want to end Nigeria now. How do we end this country? Do we end this country in violence or we end it in peace? What method are we using? That's the question we are asking. If we're not ending this country, we want to gain political leadership. How do we gain it? How do we create institutions in all states to ensure that we rescue this country from the hands of these wicked and evil politicians? Realistic goals. What is the time frame? Not be saying 2022. You can't see them. They come up with their posters that they want to contest for presidency. Okay, where have you been? Is that goal realistic? You want to contest for presidency and you're coming out in 15 weeks. You're coming out in 18 weeks to come and start campaign. Okay, that woman in my village don't know you. That woman in my village knows umbrella. That woman in my village knows broom. And she will vote for umbrella or she will vote for broom. And they will continue revolving around.
Thank you, my brother. As you judge a talk, I try to go through archive. If I say I'm happy, I know they're happy for this country. You see the way you analyze them now. Which goal our leaders, those who say they want to become president, irrespective of their political affiliation, what will be their goal? What is the long-term plan? What will be the template? And how do we rescue Nigeria from this problem? And a lot of things don't go through my mind. Victor, to be realistic, there is no goal. And there is no tangible plan on the table. Yes, revolution now. How do we go about this revolution now? Not be all about pasting poster. It beyond pasting poster. It beyond that. Which structure actually the ground? And they try to bring it in. As Victor they talk, my brain just they open. Where is the set goal that we want to achieve in the next 2 years? What will be the goal we want to achieve in the next 6 months? Then how marketable is your stuff? But the truth is this, we are not ready. That's the truth. We love enjoyment.
Let me take us back. We all remember the Yes We Can campaign. The Yes We Can slogan that was posited by President Barack Obama. We all remember. Everybody shouted, yes, we can. Everybody shouted, yes, we can. But do we know that the success of that yes, we can had the foundation? Let me take us back to the foundation. President Barack Obama realized that in the United States of America, if he must become the president of America, then that means he must embrace the black community. And then he took time to analyze the black community in America. And he told himself, the black community has strength. But this strength has not been utilized. How do I get there? He notes that a very high percentage of the black communities in America are not eligible voters. They don't have access to vote. They don't get their voters card. And that guy, President Barack Obama, started a campaign to ensure that the black community in America get themselves equipped, get themselves registered. He started, go and read this biography. I studied Barack Obama because he's one of my mentors from afar. I study him. I love him. Study him. And then he began to, okay, fine, this is why you need to register. He was moving from community to community, engaging them, engage the people, and they all registered. And when it was time for him to stand on the podium to confront whoever wants to contest against him, and then he came up, and yes, we can. He presented the people's project. He presented the people's vision, and the people saw the vision. How on earth would President Barack Obama, an African man, become the president of the United States of America, a great nation called America? How on earth? You think he's the most intelligent man? No! He's a man who has done his primary assignment.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless you, my brother. Thank you. When the youth refuse to be informed, they will forever remain deformed. I repeat, when the youth refuse to be well informed, they will remain deformed. And we don't want to stretch this matter this evening because it's already after 6. We don't pass our time on this broadcast. We'll continue from here tomorrow. A lot of things they can be so will they bring out. And we will talk as it be. And we're ready to call a spade a spade. We will look them eyeball to eyeball. We know how much they spend for subscription. And we don't care. We don't care. We'll continue to spend money on subscription until every Nigerian wake up to their responsibility. Yes. Some people say, don't think about what government will give us. Now, what will give government? What government they give us, will give them back. And they come and go attack on her tomorrow. Will they come? Well, when I do, when I tell they follow us on the broadcast, when I tell they share this broadcast, when I tell they invite on our friends, we appreciate them. It's not easy for them to subscribe. Just as you know, it's also easy for us to subscribe. When I do well, we appreciate them. We'll see you now tomorrow.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. I'm seeing some questions, like what the apostle said. We'll try to treat those questions tomorrow. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. We expect you, we love you, and we honor you. Thank you, and God bless you.
Good night.
Now we don't hear from Apostle Alfred Uyinosa. Let us know what you think for comment section. If you never subscribe to Dan ARG YouTube, try make you subscribe so that make you for the hear all the things where they happen for Nigeria. Make I leave you now with this video, make you help us share them. Thank you for watching Dan ARG YouTube.